My husband started treating my van like his personal rental fleet, not asking, just telling me after the fact. I'd come out to the driveway with my morning coffee and my van would just be gone. And Mark would say, "Oh, my sister Brittany needed it for a girls' weekend. She'll bring it back Sunday." Here's the thing. I bought that van 3 years ago, totally wrecked. I put every single dime of my savings into gutting it and transforming it into a luxury mobile makeup salon. I do high-end bridal hair and makeup. The back has a hydraulic chair, ring lights, a mini fridge, and a fold-out velvet lounge for the bridesmaids. It is my livelihood. When someone else takes it, I literally cannot do my job. The first few times I let it slide. I told Mark, "Okay, but you have to ask me first." He promised. He didn't. It kept happening. Brittany took it for a wine tour. His buddy Dave took it tailgating and brought it back reeking of cheap beer with a huge dent in the rear bumper. He swore it was already there. I begged Mark to stop handing out my spare keys. He looked at me like I was crazy. "You're being so dramatic," he said. "It's just sitting there on your days off. Family helps family, babe." That was his whole excuse. Family helps family. Except it was always my van, my gas, and my mileage. And somehow they never helped me with anything. The breaking point happened on a Saturday in June. I had a massive wedding booked, a 12-person bridal party, a $2,000 gig. I walked out at 5 in the morning, gear in hand, empty driveway. I called Mark, who was away on a golf trip. "Where's my van?" He sighed, sounding totally annoyed. "Brittany took it last night. She needed it for a bachelorette trip to Vegas. I figured you could just use my Civic. You just need a few makeup bags, right? My custom lighting rig, my chairs, my massive kits, none of it fit in a tiny Honda Civic. I showed up late, missing half my gear. The bride was in tears. I lost the gig, had to refund their deposit, and got hit with a scathing 1-star review. That morning cost me over $2,000. When Mark got home, I tried to be calm. "You are messing with my income. You gave away my business." He rolled his eyes. "Oh my God, it was one time. You're punishing everyone over one little miscommunication." He had already decided I was the unreasonable one. So I stopped arguing. The following Tuesday, while Mark was at work, I took my van to a massive RV dealership a few towns over. I didn't say a word. I didn't warn him. I just handed over the keys, let them inspect it, and walked out with a cashier's check for $55,000. Then I went straight to a commercial auto lot. I bought a perfectly functional, completely ugly industrial Ford cargo van. 2 stiff cloth seats in the front, hard metal in the back, no velvet lounge, no fold-out bed, no fun. When Mark pulled into the driveway that evening, he stared at the ugly white box on wheels. He walked inside, totally confused. "Where's the Sprinter?" I didn't even look up from my phone. "I sold it." He let out a forced laugh. "No, you didn't." "Check the driveway," I said. "Guy at the dealership paid a premium for the custom interior. It's gone." His face dropped. "You are joking. Brittany is supposed to take it to Coachella next month. She already promised 5 girls they could sleep in it. Brittany can rent a camper." I smiled. "They're about $200 a night. You can't just sell your own van," he yelled, pacing the kitchen. "How are you supposed to work?" "The new van is outside," I said. 2 seats, no bed, strictly business." He actually looked at me like I had betrayed him. He grabbed his phone and called his sister right in front of me, whining about how I was completely insane. I could hear her screaming through the speaker, saying I owed her a rental. I just sipped my tea. My title, my name, my check. Mark glared at me. "She was counting on that van." "Well," I said, leaning back, "she can count on a tent, because I'm done being a rental service."